funded account, the first funded account. After like two payouts, I believe the account. Just like as a beginner trader, just like a work in progress actually. So my advice to traders, after.
Hello, everyone. Welcome back to another trader interview with one of our SFT funded traders. Today, I have the pleasure of speaking with Eferebo. How are you doing today?
I'm good, how are you?
I'm doing great. Thanks for asking. So, I do like to start off the calls with just like, how did you even get into trading?
Actually, it was like when I was in when I just started college. Like I saw some of my friends trading, and I just like what they do to make money. It just looked kind of fun,
Mm-hmm.
and I like the way it was. Then I actually told them that I like this. I would like to do something like this, and I asked them to show me. Some didn't actually then before I actually met my mentor David Blue Tiger actually. Then I was like, I love this, and he's actually a good trader. Like he's one of the best traders I've seen. He mentored me personally. So like I like this stuff. I want to learn it. I want to start making money too, actually, just like you. And he was like, if you good, if you're ready to learn it, then I'll show you how. Then he sent me some PDFs, then introduced me to ICT, and just like that. That was just like a year ago.
You were 8 years old?
I say a year ago, a year ago.
Oh, a year ago. I was just like, what? Okay. So you've been trading for over a year, a little bit over a year in that range.
uh, a year and 4 months.
Nice. Okay. And how has your journey been so far?
It's actually all life. It's been tough, really tough. Like being a beginner, like I have no experience at all, just like others. I just came in and started learning ICT freedom. So it's been tough. Trying to build up my psychology, my risk management, everything. Trying to deal with my emotions too. And trying to deal with losing streaks actually has been tough actually.
Hmm. Okay. So how have you since has been a tough journey, but you still have been able to get a funded account or even a payout, how have you been able to get over some of those hurdles that you experienced?
Um, I just like I'm determined to do it. Like I'm consistent. I keep on going despite the failures. Like every mistakes I make, I actually learn from my mistakes. I don't see it as a failure. I just keep on going because it's something I want to do. Then I also watch some videos on psychology, like the Mark Douglas video about trading psychology. I also watch Paladin video too on how he passed pros too. When I saw his journey, like the way he new funded accounts and private accounts when he was starting, I did not get discouraged. If even if I've got to like lose some accounts, like encounter some losing streaks. His journey was like a big part of my you know startup.
Hmm. Okay. And so just watching inspirational videos has been helpful for you. Do you watch any other kind of videos or read any kind of books?
I just focus on watching ICT videos and Paladin. Then there are some traders too on Twitter too that I follow. I read more about traders on Twitter, like their
Okay.
stories, it's like that.
Yeah, Twitter can be crazy. I just kind of joined Twitter. So, I mean, it's very informational though, but it can be crazy too. Yeah. Okay. So what do you do outside of trading?
Um, I just go to school. I'm a student actually. I go to school. I do more of listening to music when I'm bored.
You
Actually,
do what when you're bored?
like listening to music. Like I'm just like kind of addicted to music. Music just my thing.
Oh,
Just
okay,
like
music,
just
got you. Okay, nice. Nice. Okay. So what do you do in music? What's your thing?
I just listen to music like
Okay.
listen more of Afrobeats.
Nice. And do you think it's like important for traders to have like a trade life balance, or what's your thoughts on that?
Actually, for a beginner trader, you need to like set a balance. Actually, like you need to have something you're doing at your leisure apart from trading. Like when you encounter something like you losing streak, something to like set your mind off the chart. Just go do something. Like I do more swimming too. Just some sports, anything you can watch movies, just
Mhm.
to balance the stuff. Yeah.
Right. Just to stay active, or just to, like you said, like have some type of balance where you're not connecting the two all the time. Like you're not always trading, you're not always just behind the charts, but just kind of get out there and touch some grass.
That's it.
Exactly. Nice. Okay. So, um, so you said you were in school. What are you in college? What's that like?
I'm in college actually.
Okay. Okay. What's your major in college?
I study computer science.
Nice. Okay. And so you're studying computer science. So what sparked, like you said, your mentor brought this trading up to you. So computer science and trading, they're like super different. So what makes you want to keep doing computer science versus, or while you're trading? Like, and they're two kind of complex things. So how are you balancing those two things while you're trading?
Actually, to be honest with you, I kind of like love tech actually, but I'm not good at programming. I'm actually learning. I just love the tech stuff. This my major actually down to do like my A plan A is actually trading
Okay.
computer science. My plan B, yeah. I'm just doing it for the certificates actually.
Mm-hmm. Okay. What introduced you? How did you get into computer science?
I just went when after high school, people were thinking of what they're gonna do, and I just went online, searched for some good courses to study in school. Then I saw something like computer science. Then I had to like do a little research on it. And I saw that it's something related to tech, which I actually like back then. Eh,
Mm-hmm.
You know, it was
Nice.
just some just a random stuff.
Yeah. Okay. And for me, like I always compare like things I'm doing in life with trading, like talking, let's say with my sister, and just being patient and just listening, and not always just reacting based off of what she says. So that can relate to trading, being patient, waiting for the setup and not just reacting off emotions. Do you feel like you tie some things that you do in computer science? Do you tie anything with that to trading?
Yeah, actually, like the algorithm, the way the algorithm is, just a step-by-step description of how you want to execute something. That's how I just relate it to my trading life. I have my trade plan set up, then I just follow it like an algorithm, just step by step, discipline, patience, just like that, the consistency, and keep going. When I see my A plus set up, I execute. If I don't see, I get off the chart. Or if I get a losing trade, then I just follow my trade plan just like the algorithm actually.
Mm-hmm. Right. Okay. Algorithm. Got you. Nice. That's good. Okay. And then you mentioned your strategy. Do you mind? I know you said you're not able to share your screen, but do you mind kind of like walking us through how you view the markets?
All right. Every week, let me say this is the end of the week. Then the new trading week is like 2 days, in 2 days time. Then I'll go over my charts, look at just like back testing, look at what I did the previous week. Then I'll then go over to the chart again, try to like analyze my charts, what I'm expecting, my drawing liquidity, my buyers for the next week. I'll just set out everything, mark out my drawing liquidity. Then let me say, for example, I'm expecting the market to be bullish. Then I'll mark out my previous daily high. Let me say the market closed on Friday. I'll mark out the previous daily high and low for Friday as my drawing liquidity. Then wait for the new trading week, wait for a run and stop. Let me say I start trading like on Tuesday. I'll wait for a run and stop on like either the sell side or buy side. Then wait for my market structure shift. Just like a bread and butter setup. That's what I do. I use either the Asian high or low or the previous daily high and low as my liquidity. Then
Mm-hmm.
after is taken, then I wait for my either my market structure shift or my turtle soup, any strategy I use, or my breaker block or my other block the form. Then wait for my retracement there and I execute.
Okay. And that's like every day you're waiting for the previous day high or low to be taken out, and then you're targeting the opposite. Is that correct?
Something like that, or I wait for the Asian high or low.
The
Those are my the Asian high
okay,
or
okay,
low.
okay, got you. Nice. And what time frame are you analyzing on?
I do like a top-down analysis. I start from the daily time frame, go over to the 4 hour, then the 1 hour, 15 minutes, then 5 minutes, then I execute with the 1 minute time frame.
Okay. Okay. What pairs are you trading?
I'm more of a London session. If I get a good trade setup during the London session, then I may skip the New York session. But
Mhm.
my majors are just London and New York.
Okay. So you're saying you're mainly trading in London and then you might skip New York. So that's you kind of alternate. But I was saying like what pairs do you trade in London?
London, let me see, from 2 o'clock to 5 o'clock London. That's my cuisine actually.
Are you saying the time?
Yeah, at the time, yeah.
So
And
I'm saying like, are you trading like forex pairs, indices?
okay, I do more forex, GBP, USD. Then also I for indices I just focus on SPX.
Okay. Okay. And I know like indices can be a little bit more volatile. SPX is not as volatile, but
That's
what made you
that's
kind of make that switch?
that's why I like it because it's not that volatile. I can't do it now or US 30. They
Okay.
too volatile.
Yeah. Okay. And do you think it's important for new traders to focus on like one or two pairs, or it's okay to kind of explore a few more?
Actually, everyone has the style of trading, but and a little advice for beginner trader is just to like focus on one pair while you're starting. Then if if you get if you develop more knowledge and you want to explore, maybe you can focus on two or three. But actually, sticking to one pair is actually a real deal. Actually,
Mhm. Okay. Nice. And I know we were talking beforehand, before we started, you've gotten funded 3 times. So what tricks or what advice would you have for traders that have failed multiple challenges and just don't know what th're doing wrong? What advice do you have for those?
um, actually, my first prop account, I passed the phase 1, then I blew it to the phase 2.
Mm-hmm.
So I know what it is to do account. Also, my funded account, the first funded account, after like 2 payouts, I believe the account. Just like as a beginner trader, just like a work in progress actually. So my advice to traders, after blowing an account is not like a failure. After I blew my first account, I picked the points where I blew the account. Like I use it as like a lesson, a fuel, to go harder. I knew what I did wrong actually. I was kind of over trading, I was, emotional, my psychology was kind of messed up. Yeah. So I had to like calm down, deal with my emotions, my psychology, then focus on my risk management. That's the key. Risk
Mm-hmm.
management. It's not about your strategy. It's about your risk management. So I had to go slow. When I started the account, I started risking like when I start trading, I risk like 0.5% first. Then when I build my equity up to like 2% or 1%, then I'll start risking 1%. Yeah.
Okay. And it's two things that I want to kind of break down that you said that are super important. You were saying like don't feel like a failure if you lose these challenges or you lose your funded account. And I think that's very important because even some of the top traders, they're going through, like you said, that same boat that they lose challenges and they've lost funded accounts. So, for when you first lost your funded account, how did you feel? And then, like you said, you kind of got over it, but how did you feel in that moment? And what did you do to pass that?
To be honest with you, I was actually down because it's the first time using a funded account.
Mhm.
Then I had to talk to my mentor, like we talked for hours. Then he kind of motivated me, like it's not like a failure. Like he told me that I should be grateful that most traders take up to 2 or 3 years, maybe 5 years before they start being profitable.
Yeah,
Then
exactly.
I did it in just a year. And it's like it's something like if I
Yeah.
know the account, yeah, it's just like a lesson for me. I should just focus on what I did wrong. Like I should pick out my mistake.
Hmm.
Then the stuff that led to me blowing the account. I know what led to me blowing the account. Then I should try as much as possible to deal with that. So
Hmm. And that's
yeah, then
amazing. Like you said, a year. You know, a lot of people, they don't have as much success within a year. So definitely pats on the back to you.
I just give all thanks to God. Actually, it's kind of a privilege. It's something I never imagined I would do because when I started trading, I was just like, I didn't expect to be profitable in just a week, actually.
Hmm.
So it- it's just something I'm grateful for.
Yeah, nice, nice. Okay. And then you also mentioned you had passed phase one time and then you lost phase two. And do you mind kind of walking us through that? Because phase two is a less percent target that you have to hit. So how did that happen?
Um, is like I told you, I was trading with emotions. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
so for I was like kind of really broke actually. I sold my phone to get the phone in account, then I was using another device to trade. Then I was like struggling harder just to, get funded, get a new device, something like that. So when I passed phase one, then I was thinking about getting a new phone because of my studies, computer science, I need to like most of the assignments, program or stuff like that. So I was struggling on getting a new device. So I had to like I was like, being greedy, trying to use a day to pass the phase two, something like that. I risked more than my usual percentage. I risked more than 1%, kept on trading till like, I hit the daily drawdown and that was it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Right, right. And great everything that you just said. That's amazing points that you touched. And I think it's the most valuable as well is that you mentioned is traders should realize even though it's a less profit target, don't let your emotions get in the way and think you're big in the head because you passed phase one. That was just half of the journey. You know, you still need to get phase two, even though it's less. Sometimes it does trick up traders for sure. For sure. Okay, nice. Well, what can we expect from you? What's your upcoming goals that you have for yourself in the trading industry?
I've set goals for like next year, 2024. Like I want to maybe hit 5 figures or 6 figures by God's grace. It's just work in progress. That's the goal I set before the end of next year.
Okay.
Then I'll just add those
Okay, and you're saying you said 5 figures as far as like accounts or payouts.
payouts actually.
Okay. Nice, nice. Do you have like a goal of how many accounts that you want in order to achieve that goal or no?
I just want to like get 100 maybe 100K or 50K, something like that. Then try to hit 5 figures, something like that. Maybe with just an account or maybe two accounts. I don't know, just maybe by next year I'm going to see how it goes.
Mm-hmm. Okay, nice. And on that path to getting those accounts and getting those payouts, I know you said like one of the challenges that you've had along your journey is just your psychology and your emotions getting in the way. You mentioned one outlet you had was your mentor, which is amazing. Or do you have any other outlets as far as kind of getting your emotions in check?
I do more of listening to music when I feel
Okay.
emotional, just to cool my mind, or I take a walk, or maybe I probably may go for a swim, something like that.
What was that
Just to
last
just
part? I'm sorry.
like I'll go for a swim actually.
Oh, swim. Nice. Nice. Okay. Nice. Okay. Well, do you have any other tips that you can give new traders coming in and wanting to get funded like yourself?
Since I'm a beginner trader, my tip would just be simple: keep your risks in check, the little 0.5% risks. That's the main thing, your risk management. First of all, you need to learn a good risk management. Even if you've got the best strategy, if you can't, manage your risks, you end up blowing your account. Then
Yeah.
keep your emotions in check, clinical psychology, just your risk management, deal with your emotion and psychology. That's the three things that keep on taking traders down. Like after a set of losing streaks, you let your emotions get in the way and just keep over trading. Like maybe after something like one or two losses for the day, just close the chart, do something, keep yourself busy instead of going over the chart, over trading, trying to revenge trade, you end up blowing your accounts.
Hmm. Right. Risk management is everything, literally everything, especially since we are targeting percentages. You have to have that risk factor and kind of getting that down pat for sure. So nice. And I guess the last question for you, when you were taking the challenges versus when you were funded, did your risk change?
The way I trade my phase one and phase two is actually different from the way I trade my funded accounts. Like my phase one, I have a fixed risk when I'm starting off, a fixed percentage to risk when I'm starting off. Then when I get to funded, I treat my funded like it's my personal capital. Like whatever risks I take will affect my emotions and psychology. So instead of risking more than what I can afford to lose, I just start with a little risk. Then when I build my equity up to like 2%, I increase it to my normal 1% risk. But most times, actually, sometimes like we imperfect. Sometimes I don't follow my strategy and then I make mistakes. But later on, I come back to learn from my mistakes.
Hmm. And you said for the challenge is the fixed risk. Is that what you said? What's that risk? You said 0.5?
Yeah, I'll start with 0.5, 0.5. Yeah. Then after hitting 1% or 2%, then I just keep it at 1% risk. But for my funded accounts, when it start with 0.5%, then it's something like 2%, then I go to 1%. When I raise my equity up to something like 5%, then I reduce my risk to 0.2% and keep trading until whenever I get my payout. Or if I just hit a particular percentage, then I just something like delete my account and wait my payout so I don't get into the chart and keep on trading and
You said you deleted like your MT4 so you don't have to trade? I know that's
and
right.
I on checking my trading view if I want to like pull up with the chart for my 95 is gone.
Yeah. Yeah. Just completely deleted. I don't even want to look at that because I'm trade. Yeah. Okay. Well, that's good discipline. If you physically feel like you might put in a trade, just completely remove the temptation of it. I like that for sure. Nice. Do you have any last words for our traders today?
Um, Actually, I would like to give a shout out to my personal mentor, Dave the Blue Tiger on Twitter. Like, if you're watching this, you can check him out. Like, um, he's amazing. Like, I thank God for him for giving me the opportunity. Like, he did it for me. Like, he didn't even take a dime from me. When I was learning, he did it for free. Told me to come learn for free. Yeah, and also to those of you who are there watching, I also have my YouTube channel, Policy Concepts, where share my strategy,
Nice. Nice. I love that. And your mentor sounds amazing. So I'm happy that you were able to find him and he was able to jumpstart your trading career. So that's great. Yeah. Okay. Perfect. Well, thank you so much for joining me today. Thank you for taking the time out to talk. And I just cannot wait to see what you have planned next.
yeah.
Yeah.
Um, we just keep on going till I hit my goal for next year. So it just
Right. Yeah.
actually, yeah.
Nice. Nice.
And I'm also grateful to SFT for the opportunity to.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely super deserving. You deserve to be here. So there's that. Nice.
Thank you.
Of course. Of course. Okay. Well, you did great. That was a great interview. I feel like a lot of people are going to learn something from it. So I'm going to go ahead and close out and then we'll be all set. Thank you for joining us with another trader interview. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you with our next trader.